Okay, good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on quantum mechanics. This lecture is belongs to third part of a rectangular potential barrier or the tunneling effect. So already we have been done part 1 and part 2 on this topic, and I suggest to all of you that before you have to watch this video, you have to go through that part 1 and part 2 video and write down the notes in detail we have been done in that two videos. So I suggest that you go through those two videos and write down the notes and then watch this video, because in our part 2 video we have been derived mathematical things half portion, and in this video we are going to start from there. That means in your first video or in your first part of this topic you can found up to this much we have been discussed, up to this much. Then second part we have been discussed about boundary conditions, and then using the boundary condition we got the coefficients C, D, which is equation number 14 and 15. Then we further solved and we found this equation, that is subtracting 16 from 17 we got this one, this equation. And further step, if we are going to consider up to this much you can found in the second part. Okay, so in this part or in this video we are going to start from here straightly. So previous explanations, mathematical derivations, to understand, to writing the notes, you have to go through that previous two videos. Okay, so what we got after subtracting the equation number 16 from 17, we get, I told that you have to do these things by yourself. By adding this and this we got this one. Likewise, by subtracting this from this we can get these things, that is 2ik by beta into a by 2 into e to the power minus ik minus b by 2 e to the power ik is equal to f e to the power ik into e to the power minus 2 beta a minus e to the power 2 beta a divided by 2 into plus f e to the power ik into ik by beta into e to the power minus 2 beta a plus e to the power 2 beta a by 2. Okay, here 2 and here in these two terms 2 and 2 is divided, so 2 got cancelled. The left hand side will be ik by beta and this one. So the left hand side we found ik by beta a e to the power minus ik minus b e to the power plus ik is equal to, here you can see in your right hand side you can found f e to the power ik, here f e to the power ik both common among these two terms. Okay, so you can take common f e to the power ik from this and from this, and here you can see e to the power minus 2 beta a minus e to the power 2 beta a by 2. We know that e to the power theta minus e to the power minus theta, e to the power theta plus theta minus e to the power minus theta by 2 is equal to sin n sin h theta. But if it is e to the power minus theta minus e to the power theta by 2, then it will be minus sin h theta. So instead of theta we consider 2 beta a. So here this will be nothing but minus sin h theta. Okay, so here this will be cos h theta or cos h 2 beta a. This one will be minus sin h 2 beta a. Now we have to first take common this term, these two terms, that is f into e to the power ik, and in bracket we can write minus sin h 2 beta a plus ik by beta. Already ik is there, okay. Here ik by beta is there, so this value is nothing but cos h 2 beta a. So ik by beta into cos h 2 beta by a. Up to this much we have been discussed in our last class. Now in the next step, what we done, this ik by beta is divided to the right side. So what we can get, see here a e to the power minus ik minus b e to the power ik is equal to, if it will divide in the right side, it will be beta by ik. Okay, it will be 1 by ik by beta. 1 by ik by beta will be nothing but beta by ik into f into e to the power ik into this much term is written. Then here you can see I is in the denominator. If this I will be moved to the numerator, then it will be minus I. Okay, so the left hand part written, nothing changed here. A e to the power minus ik minus b e to the power plus ik is equal to I taken to the numerator, it will be minus I beta by k into f into e to the power ik a whole into whatever this term, same has been written over here. Okay, next the left hand side part is a e to the power minus ik minus b into e to the power ik is equal to, here minus I beta by k is going to be multiply with this term and this term. Okay, so f e to the power ik is written like this, nothing to be changed. Here minus I beta by k is going to be multiply with this term. Here minus is there, here minus will be plus I beta by k sin h 2 beta a. Okay, here you can see, here I beta by k, here I k by beta, when they are going to be multiply, what we can get, k got cancel, beta is going to be cancelled, and here I square is minus 1, this is minus, so it will be plus cos h 2 beta a. Let this is equation number 19. Okay, now we have to add equation number 18 and 19. What we are going to get, equation number 18 is nothing but, this is your equation number 19, this is your equation number 18. See, a e to the power minus ik plus b e to the power ik, it will be better that I will be write in the rough and we have to discuss in the next page. Wait, so आज equation number 19 in next page, 18 in previous page, so to discuss it will be somewhat difficult to me, so only for that this equation number 18 I have been written over here. Then we have to go for the next page and we are going to be discuss about when we have to add, then what will happen when we are going to add 19, equation number 19 and this is equation number 18 is going to be add up, what will be happen. See, so this is our equation number 19 and this is our equation number 18. In the left side you can see that b e to the power ik minus here plus b e to the power plus ik, these two terms can be cancelled out. Okay, here you can carefully you can watch, see here f e to the power ik, f e to the power ik, these are common among 19 and 18 equation. But here you can see that I beta by k sin h 2 beta a, minus ik by b sin h 2 beta a. Okay, it looks like same term, it is not the same two terms. See, here I beta by k, here ik by beta. Okay, and this is two terms are same. This is cos h2 beta a, here cos h2 beta a. So this two term can be add up, and this two term when going to be add, you can found in the right hand side what you are going to found. See, the right hand side it will be f e to the power ika into cos h2 beta a, here cos h2 beta a, you can found 2 cos h2 beta a. Okay, so plus here sin h2 beta a, sin h2 beta a, both are same, it can be taken outside. Sin h2 beta a into in this term it is I beta by k, in this term it is minus ik by beta. So the right hand side will be this one. Okay, and the left hand side will be 2a e to the power minus ik. So same thing is written here in the note. What I written, that the left side by after adding, the left side will be 2a e to the power minus ik, 2a e to the power minus ik is equal to f e to the power ik into 2 cos h2 beta a, 2 cos h2 beta a plus here sin h2 beta a, sin h2 beta a into I beta by k minus ik by beta. Here you can say that I taken outside, beta by k minus k by beta. Okay, whatever written here, I taken outside, beta by k minus k by beta sin h2 beta a. Okay, so by adding equation number 18 and 19 we got this much. Hence in the next step what we done, we divided 2 in the right hand side and e to the power minus I k, if it will be moved to the right side it will be e to the power plus I k. Already e to the power I k is there, so if this will be moved this side it will be again e to the power I plus I k, so it will be e to the power 2 I k, and 2 will be divided in the right hand side, it will be f by 2. Okay, and whatever in the square bracket, that exactly written in this step. Okay, now we have been considered that let theta is 2 beta a and omega is equal to beta by k minus k by beta. Carefully you have to watch this video and write down the note. Actually in your quantum mechanics this one and harmonic oscillator and this one is long derivation part, so carefully you have to watch and you have to write the note also. Somewhere you done plus or minus mistake means it will be fully wrong. Okay, so here we consider that omega is equal to beta by k minus k by beta. Now this equation will be a equal to f by 2 into e to the power 2 ik, whatever it is here that is written here, then 2 cos h 2 beta a is considered as theta, so 2 cos h theta plus I into omega into sin h theta. Okay, now see here a equal to, if I am going to take 2 common from this term and this term, then it will be cos h theta plus I omega by 2. So this 2 will be moved to outside the bracket, means 2 has to be divided with this term, so I omega by 2 will be here and sin h theta, this will be cos h theta. When it will be moved to the outside, another 2 will be here, so 2 got cancelled, so only we can get f into e to the power 2ik into cos h theta plus I omega by 2 sin h theta. So here we can get f by a is equal to how much? Is equal to e to the power minus 2ik. See, f by a, here a moved this side and this whole term is moving this side, left hand side. Okay, that means this whole term is going to be 1 by, you just imagine, 1 by this much term, and here a is moving this side. So f by we got, so 1 by this much term. This much term means here e to the power 2ik plus, so I can take to the numerator e to the power minus 2ik, and the denominator will be this much term, that is cos h theta plus I omega by 2 into sin h theta. Let it is equation number 20. Now we have to move for further simplification, that is already we got equation number 19 and 18, and by adding equation number 19 and 18 we found that f by a is equal to this much, that is your equation number 20, right? Now we are going to consider subtraction between the equation number 18 and 19. That means if we are going to subtract 19 from 18, I suggest that you have to do it in your rough and check this is coming or not. Okay, carefully you have to do. By subtracting 19 from 18, that means 18 minus 19 you have to do. Okay, 18 equation minus 19 equation if you are going to do, then you can found that 2b into e to the power ik a is equal to f into e to the power ik square bracket inside the square bracket minus ik by beta into sin h 2 beta a minus I beta by k into sin h 2 beta a. Do it in your rough, you can found this much. Okay, check it. Now b will be equal to minus f by 2 ik by beta plus I beta by k sin h 2 beta a. Okay, see here e to the power ik plus, so now we are going to consider b, that means 2 e to the power ik is going to be divided to the right side. If it is so, the numerator have e to the power ik, the denominator will be e to the power ik, so they can be cancelled out, and 2 will be here 2, and here you can see minus minus can be taken outside, so minus 1 by 2 plus ik by beta plus ik by beta, so in bracket plus ik by beta plus I beta by k, here see minus I beta by k, so it will be plus I beta by k sin h 2 beta a. Okay, now again we consider that, see k by beta plus beta by k, k by beta plus beta by k is equal to x. Okay, so this can be written as b equal to minus f by 2. See here I can be taken outside, so we can get this term. This term means x, so it will be ix into sin h 2 beta a. So here from this we can found f can be moved this side, it will be go to the denominator, then it will be b by f will be equal to minus ix by 2 into sin h theta. Let it is equation number 21. Now what we are going to do, here we done that multiplying equation number 20 and 21. So 20 equation we found in our last page. See, in the last page we found this one, f by a is this much, and here we found 21 equation is this one. So by multiplying equation number 20 and 21, what we are going to found, the left hand side will be f by a, here b by f into this value is nothing but what? F by A, right? And this value is nothing but B by F. Okay, so F got cancelled. B by A will be equal to this much and this much into this much. Let it is equation number 22. Okay, here we just multiplied equation number 20 and 21. 21 is this one, 22 we found just previously in our previous page. So we just multiplied, then we can found B by A will be this one, and let it is equation number 12. Now we are going to consider reflection coefficient or reflectivity, which is represented by the symbol R. Is nothing but amplitude of reflection by amplitude of incident. Okay, and mod square, this is nothing but called as a reflection coefficient or reflectivity. So this mod square is nothing but B by A into B by A star. Okay, that means probability density. What is, how we can found psi into psi star is equal to psi mod square. This is the probability density. Likewise, this is also probability density of reflection in the region 1, or the so-called reflection coefficient or reflectivity, that is represented by R. So this will be B by A into B by A star. We got the B by A is this one, and B by A star will be wherever the I will be there we are going to consider minus I. So first we have to write B by A. B by A is this much. So e to the power minus 2ik by cos h theta plus I omega by 2 sin h theta into minus ix by 2 sin h theta. I have been written over here. B by A star means its complex conjugate. It will be e to the power plus 2ik, e to the plus 2ik divided by cos h theta minus I omega by 2, cos h theta minus I omega by 2 sin h theta. Here it is minus ix by 2, complex conjugate will be ix by 2 into sin h theta. Okay, now if this and this is going to be multiply, see e to the power minus 2ika, here e to the power plus 2ika, if they are going to be added, it will be e to the power 0 will be 1. Okay, now here you can see that sin h theta, sin square h theta. Okay, here I square minus 1, already minus is there, so it will be plus 2 to 4, so it will be x square by 4, x square by 4 into sin h square theta. The numerator part we got. The denominator part is, see, this is in the form of a plus b, this is a minus b. Okay, so it will be a square minus b square. So cos h square theta minus this one minus this one means minus I omega by 2 sin h theta square. So obviously it will be sin h square theta, I omega by 2 square will be how much? I omega by 2 square will be how much? Minus omega square by 2. Already minus will be there because we are considering a square minus b square. Already minus is there. So this is the minus. Here one minus will become due to I square. So minus plus omega square by 4. Sorry, this will be 4. Omega square by 4 into sin h square theta. Okay. So here we found that R is this much. The reflection coefficient or the reflectivity in this case, for this case, is how much? This one. Okay. Now we have to do further simplification by considering 1 plus h square theta 1 plus sin h square theta. Okay, that means we know that this is the things means cos h square theta minus sin h square theta is equal to 1. This is the properties of hyperbolic function. So cos h square theta minus sin h square theta is equal to 1. Hence cos h square theta will be 1 plus h square theta. So previously we found this term was what? Cos h square theta. So instead of cos h square theta we can write 1 plus sin h square theta. So numerator part is x square by 4 into sin h square theta divided by 1 plus sin h square theta plus omega square by 4 sin h square theta. Okay. Now here x square by 4 into sin h square theta whole divided by, you can see here sin term is common, so we can take outside this one. So we can write denominator will be 1 plus here 1 plus omega square by 4 and sin h square theta taken outside as common term. Got it? You can see this is 1 plus sin h square theta, here plus omega square by 4 sin h square theta. So from this term and this term, sin term can be taken outside, so it will be 1 plus omega square by 4. Okay, is equal to x square by 4 into sin h square theta we taken as 2 beta a. Here we have to put instead of theta 2 beta a whole divided by 1 plus in your circular bracket 1 plus omega square by 4 into sin h square 2 beta a. Let it is equation number 23. Here we substituted instead of theta as 2 beta a. Now we considered from the beginning itself, beta square is nothing but 2ma by h square v0 minus e. You just you can search your note very beginning. We considered that beta is nothing but 2m by h cross square v0 e. Okay, and k square we consider 2m e by h cross square. That we are going to put now, and we know that but okay, no problem, only but beta square is equal to 2m by h cross square v0 minus e, and k square is equal to 2m e by h cross square. Now x, how much we have been considered here? X we consider that k by beta plus beta by k. So x square will be k by beta plus beta by k square whole square. That means x square will be nothing but k by beta plus beta by k whole square. That it will be nothing but, see, if you are going to add, it will be k square plus beta square whole divided by beta square k square. Now we are going to put the k square and beta square value. You can see that in case of beta square and k square, 2m by h cross square is common in this beta square and k square. So here k square in beta square, if we are going to put the value, then we can take common 2m by h cross square whole square, because this is whole square is there. So as 2m by h cross square is common term in k square and beta square, so we can take outside this one 2m by h cross square, as it is whole square, so it will be whole square. So in bracket you can found the e plus here plus v minus e, v0 minus e whole square. Got it? Now divided by beta square k square. So beta square k square means this is 2m by h cross square, here 2m by h cross square whole square. Beta square k square, if you are going to be multiply, see 2m by h cross square, 2m by h cross square, so it can be written as 2m by h cross square whole square into v0 minus e into e. v0 minus e into e. Okay, so that implies x square will be equal to, see, 2m by h cross square whole square, 2m by h cross square square, both are cancelled out, and we are going to get, see here, e also cancelled out. Okay, so it will be numerator, we can found v0 square divided by e into v0 minus e. So x square we found v0 square by e into v0 minus e. Okay, maybe you think that, here I am going to suggest one thing, that maybe you are thinking that I am moving very slowly. Okay, you can speed up your video, no problem, or otherwise I am going to suggest that initially or first time if you are watching this video, means you thoroughly watch, and then next time whenever we are going to be watch, you can speed up the video. Okay, because if you are not going to be carefully watch, then you cannot write the note perfectly, and you will do the mistake. Somewhere you can write plus minus like that. Plus minus mistake will be there if you are going to be hurry with yourself. So carefully, slowly do it. Now we have to consider 1 plus omega square by 4 value will be how much. Okay, 1 plus 1 by 4 omega we considered previously, just here omega we can see that we considered beta by k minus k by beta. Okay, so 1 by 4 into beta by k minus k by beta square, right? So this can be written as beta by k plus k by beta whole square minus 4. Because why I am considering this one, because already this value we found, this value already we got, so directly I can put. Only for that this modified to this one, it will be easy for me that I can put directly value of k by beta plus beta by k whole square. So here beta by k minus k by beta whole square can be written as beta by k plus k by beta whole square minus 4. Okay, so it will be 1 plus 1 by 4 into this value is nothing but this one. Okay, you just put this value directly over here. It will be v0 square by e into v0 minus e minus 4. So imply that 1 plus omega square by 4 will be equal to, here see, 4 got cancelled, so it will be minus 1 plus 1 0. We got v0 square whole divided by 4 into e into v0 minus e, 4 into e into v0 minus e. Okay, now the equation number 23, equation number 23 is this one. This is the value of R, reflection coefficient. So by substituting the value of x and 1 plus omega square by 4, the equation number 23 finally modified what you just watch. See, this is x square by 4. So x square already we got this one, v0 square by e into v0 minus e. So x square by 4 means v0 square by 4e v0 minus e. So v0 square by 4e v0 minus e into sin h square 2 beta a. See, sin h square 2 beta a. Okay, now denominator part is 1 plus omega square by 4. 1 plus omega square by 4, what we got? v0 square by 4e into v0e. So we can write 1 plus this much, that is v0 square by 4e into v0 minus e. Okay, this much is nothing but 1 plus omega square by 4 and into sin h square 2 beta. So it is sin h square 2 beta. Okay, now what we are doing, you just carefully here watch. See, this numerator part is equal to this part. See, v0 square into sin hs square 2 beta a whole divided by 4e into v0 minus e, right? And this is also same. Now what I am going to do, this is divided with 1 and divided with this one. What we are going to get? It will be 1 by, whenever we are going to divide this one by 1, it will be 1 by v0 square into sin h square 2 beta a by 4e v0 minus e. This much directly I have been divided with 1. Okay, then plus whenever this same term is going to divided with this one, then it will be 1 plus 1. Got it? We have to move for the next page. So here we found that by dividing this with this and this, we found 1 by 1 whole divided by 1 by v0 square into sin h square 2 beta a by 4e v0 minus e plus 1. For further simplification, or this can be written as what? That means 1 plus this much inverse. Okay, so that is r. Previous page whatever we found, that I written that one, r equal to 1 by 4e v0 minus e by v0 square into sin h square into 2 beta a plus 1. So is will be equal to 1 plus this much, the numerator part inverse, nothing else, the numerator part inverse. Okay, so r is equal to 1 by this one or this one to the power inverse. Let it is equation number 24. Now we are going to be consider, or we are going to calculate transmission coefficient or transmittance, or probability of finding the particle in the form of transmission. How much we can found the transmission probability density. Okay, so that will be the, we are going to be consider f by a, means here the amplitude belongs to transmittance, here the amplitude belongs to incident. So amount of transmittance with respect to incident. So f by a is considered f by a. F by a is nothing but amount of transmittance or amount of transmitting amplitude with respect to incident amplitude. So transmittance or transmission coefficient will be f by a into f by a complex conjugate. Okay, that means f by a is the amplitude of transmittance or transmitted wave, so its density will be amplitude into complex conjugate of that amplitude, that is f by a into complex conjugate of f by a. Already we found f by a value, right? F by a we found here in equation number 20. In equation number 20 you can check, this is your f by a. Now we are going to consider this one into its complex conjugate. You just check e to the power minus 2 ik by cos h plus I omega by 2 sin h theta, and its complex conjugate will be e to the power 2 ik divided by cos theta minus I omega by 2 sin h theta. That we are going to be multiply, and how much we are going to get, check it. So this will be nothing but f by a, and its complex conjugate will be this one, that is from equation number 20, and it will be, see, this and this is going to be add of e to the power minus x, e to the power plus x. So it will be e to the power 0 will be 1 divided by this will be a plus b, a minus b form. So it will be cos h square theta, and this will be this much square, that is c a square minus b square, means I omega by 2 sin h theta square. So it will be I square will be minus 1 minus plus omega square by 4 sin h square theta. So it can be written as 1 by cos h square theta can be written as 1 plus sin h square theta plus omega square by 4 sin h square theta is equal to 1 by 1 plus, here sin h square theta can be taken outside, 1 plus omega square by 4 sin h square theta. Okay, so just previously we found 1 plus omega square by 4 value, we are going to put over here 1 plus here 1 plus omega square by 4 value, how much we found? V0 square by 4e into V0 minus e, V0 square by 4e into V0 minus e, we are going to direct put over there. That means it will be V0 square V0 square by 4 sorry here V0 square by 4e V0 minus 1, and sin square theta will be nothing but can be written as sin square, instead of theta we can write 2 beta a. Okay, check it, 1 plus omega square by 4 is nothing but how much? V0 square by 4e into V0e. So here instead of 1 plus omega square by 4 can be written as V0 square by 4e into V0e, and this is sin square theta nothing but sin h square, sin h square theta is nothing but sin h square, instead of theta we can write 2 beta a. Okay, or it can be written as the denominator inverse, 1 by this much or this inverse, 1 plus V0 square sin h square 2 beta a sin h square 2 beta a by 4e into V0e by 4e into V0e inverse, let it is equation number 25. Okay, here instead of theta we can write 2 beta a, I written, you can also write, no problem. So here we found transmittance and reflectance of the rectangular potential barrier whenever E is less than V0. Here up to equation number 25 we are discussing the case of E less than V0, means kinetic energy, incident kinetic energy of the particle is less than that of the potential. And here we can see that there is some reflection coefficient and there is some transmission coefficient. Here transmission coefficient is not 0. Transmittance or transmission coefficient is having some value. Even if E less than V0, kinetic energy of incident particle even less than this height, this V0, some probability also can be found in this side, in region 3 side. From mathematical derivation we found that one. So this happens in our quantum mechanics, but classically it is not possible, because if a particle is moving from left side from the infinite, and this is the barrier and having the potential is larger and its kinetic energy is lesser than its potential, it could not be penetrated. But here we found that transmission coefficient exists, not a 0 value. So that phenomenon is called as the quantum mechanical tunneling. So in conclusion, we just written somewhat, we are going to be study. I am reading, you just watch it. So in conclusion, what we can found, if we are going to be add R and T, reflection coefficient and transmission coefficient, then it will be 1. That means transmission coefficient is not 0. Transmission coefficient is not 0. So from equation number 24 and 25, that is 24 represent the reflectivity or reflectance or reflection coefficient, and 25 represents the transmittance. If we have to add T and R, it will be 1. That is, sum of the transmission and reflection coefficient is unity. This is proved the conservation of probability. Okay, From equation number 24, what we got, second I, from equation number 25, it is found that t is non-zero value. Okay, this is surprised one. That means even if E less than V0, that is energy of incident particle less than the barrier height. Okay, that means from the mathematical derivation we found that transmission coefficient is not a zero value. It is a non-zero value even E less than V0, what I discussed just now. This shows the contradiction to the classical prediction. That means if a particle kinetic energy less than this strength of this restriction, it could not be penetrate. But here it has to capacity that it can be penetrate to the third region. Okay, so this shows the contrary to the classical prediction, that is particle has a finite or non-zero probability of penetrating through the barrier. This phenomenon is purely quantum mechanical and is called as the barrier penetration or tunneling effect. In your BSc exam, this, what do you mean by tunneling effect? What do you mean by barrier penetration? Oftenly asking by as 2 marks. Oftenly. So here, what you have to do? You have to write down somewhat and write down the these things 2 and 3 lines, and you have to draw this figure. It will be better. So here, this figure represents that the kinetic energy of the particles, or the flux of the particle, is less than this potential barrier. However, this particle's probability also can be found in the region 3. That means transmittance happens in this case, but it is classically it is not acceptable. Okay, so that is nothing but called as your quantum mechanical tunneling or the so-called tunneling effect. So this effect has many applications in atomic, nuclear and solid state physics that you are going to be study in our other sections of the quantum mechanics and solid state. That tunneling effect, how it will be useful or how it can be applied in different problems in your nuclear physics and solid state physics. And also a higher study you are going to be found many examples or many applications. And in your BSc also alpha decay one problem maybe you are going to be discussed, we are going to be discussed in the nuclear physics. I think maybe you studied in the nuclear physics alpha decay, that will be the one of the example of this tunneling effect. And next, third I, from equation number 25 it can be found from this third bit what we can found. See, third bit is telling that if E tends to 0, T tends to 0. If E increases, T also increases. Now we have to check the equation number 25. 25 you can see here E tends to 0, that means here if E will be 0, then this will be 0. Okay, so something by 0 will be infinite. That means the denominator is going to be infinite. So 1 by infinite will be 0. So T will be 0. But if E is going to be increases, then T also is going to be increase. That means physically if you are going to understand that, you just think that this is the restriction and the particle energy is very less, is going to be 0. That means there is no transmittance in this region. Okay, if this energy, the incident energy is going to be increased, then there is some probability we can found in this region, in the third region. Okay, now we are going to consider next bit, that is let E tends to V0, then what will happen? Then sin H2 beta A, if we are going to write elaborately, then instead of beta we can write 2m by h cross square V0 minus E a root over. Okay, so if E tends to V0, then this value is going to be 0. This value is going to be minimum. So we know that sine theta, when theta tends to 0, is theta, means sine theta when limit theta tends to 0 will be theta. That we know. These things will be know. We know. So here you can see when V0 tends to E or E tends to V0, here this theta part is going to be 0, tends to 0, or going to be minimum. So only for that we can write sine h theta will be equal to theta when E tends to V0. That will be 2 into 2m by h cross square root over V0 minus E into A. Okay, this is V0 minus E into A. Okay, so here you can see, so that if sine h 2 beta a will be this much, will be 2 beta a, then sine h square, this is sine n, sine h square 2 beta a will be 2 beta a square. That implies square of this one. If we are going to consider square of this one, it will be 2 square 4, and root over is going to be removed. It will be 2m by h cross square V0 minus E into A square. Okay, here A is not inside the root over, outside the root over, so it will be A square. Now we have to put this value for limit E tends to V0, T will be how much? Already we have the last expression of T is 1 plus V0 square sine h square 2 beta a by 4e V0 minus E inverse. So sine h square 2 beta a value we got this much when E tends to V0, right? Now we have to put this one in our main equation. The main equation is 1 plus V0 square sine h square 2 beta a. So for E tends to V0, this sine h square 2 beta a is nothing but this one, that we are going to be put over here instead of sine h square 2 beta a. So it will be V0 square 4 into 2m by h cross square, 4 into 2m by h cross square V0 minus E into a square, whole divided by 4e into V0 minus E, 4e into V0 minus E inverse. So here 4 got cancel, V0 minus E got cancelled, and you can see V0 square by E. Here we taken that E tends to V0 or E equal to V0. We are considering that E equal to V0 or E approximately V0. So here E approximately equal to V0. So here V0 square by V. Here instead of E we can write V0, no? So V0, 1 V0 here V0 square. So 1 V0 can be got cancelled, so only 1 V0 will be left out, will be remaining in our numerator. So V0 2m by h cross square into a square and whole inverse. Okay, so T will be equal to 1 plus 2m V0 a square by h cross square, 2m V0 a square by h cross square inverse. So this quantity, this much 2m V0 a square by h cross square is the measure of opacity of the barrier. Opacity means how much it have the restriction power. Opacity means this is a opaque. Opaque means there is no transmission of the light through this to this side. So this is a not the opacity of this one and this one. If we are going to consider the opacity of this one, this plastic is lesser than this one, means through which material the light is easily passed, that material opacity is less. Opacity means the transmission of light is restricted. Okay, so this is very large and hence the transmission coefficient is negligibly small. Okay, as we considered in this case V0 is greater than that of the E, then this will be very large, so transmission will be negligible. So if V0 is going to be increased, then this will be increased, the opacity will be increased, and the transmission coefficient is going to be decreased. Right? Now we are going to consider this is your last one. Last discussion in your conclusion part, that is, let us consider the barrier is very wide. Barrier is very wide. That means here the barrier length is how much? Barrier length we have been taken as 2a, right? Here minus a to a, that means this length is 2a. But if we are going to consider the barrier length or the so-called width, this one is very large, then what will be the consequences? That we are going to be discuss, and this is the most important. From this many questions you can found in your exam. See, let us consider barrier is very wide. Okay, so beta a will be greater than that of 1. Okay, so e to the power 2 beta a will be greater than that of the e to the power minus 2 beta a, right? So sin h 2 beta a, that is nothing but e to the power 2 beta a minus e to the power minus 2 beta a by 2 is approximately equal to e to the power 2 beta a by 2, because e to the power 2 beta a will be negligible as compared to this one if we have to consider a very wide barrier. Wide barrier means this a is very large. Okay, if this a is very large, beta is a constant, so beta a is going to be larger as compared with 1, and this e to the power 2 beta a will be very large as compared with e to the power minus 2 beta a. So here we neglected this term e to the power minus 2 beta a in this term. So only we can consider sin h 2 beta a is equal to e to the power 2 beta a by 2, because this is very negligible as compared to this one. Now consider transmission coefficient, that is your equation number 25. Because transmission coefficient in general in our equation number 25, what we found, that is this one. These things I have been written again. See this thing, 1 plus v0 square sin h square 2 beta a by 4e into v0 e inverse. Same thing I have been written. Now if we are going to consider this one for the case of wider barrier, barrier means the width of the barrier is so large, that is sin h 2 beta a is going to be considered as e to the 2 beta a by 2. So here v0 square will be written as usual, as same here, into sin h square in h square 2 beta a will be written as e to the power 2 beta a by 2, that is e to the power 2 beta a by 2 whole square whole divided by 2e v0 minus e, sorry 4e v0 minus e, 4e v0 minus e, and whole inverse. Okay, so now this will be equal to 1 plus v0 square into this will be e to the power 2 beta a square will be how much, e to the power 4 beta a divided by 2 square is 4 whole divided by 4e v0 minus e, 4e v0 minus e whole inverse. Okay, now this will be approximately equal to this much, because we considered initially that e to the power beta a is greater than 1, then e to the power 2 beta a will be greater than that of the 1, because e to the power beta a, see, beta a greater than 1, hence e to the power beta a again greater than 1. Okay, because e value is 2.3. so here you can consider e to the power 4 beta a is greater than 1. So this value will be larger than the a, very large than the 1. So here 1 can be neglected, we can consider this one. So for this case, that means for your case of wider rectangular potential barrier, wider width of rectangular potential barrier, you can found the transmission coefficient will be reduced to this much. You remember this one, because with the help of this formula, or with considering the wider width of the barrier, many questions you can found in your different exams. So what we found, see, this will be v0 square e to the power 4 beta a divided by 16e v0 minus e. Here inverse means, if we are going to be remove the inverse, then it will be just numerator will be denominator, denominator will be numerator, and we are going to get 16e v0 minus e whole divided by v0 square into e to the power 4 beta a. Okay, so with systematically I can write 16 e by v0 square. Here you can see, if you are going to take v0 common, so v0 1 v0 will be got cancelled, so e by v0, and in bracket you can find 1 minus e by v0, 1 minus e by v0. Here e to the power 4 beta a can be gone on the numerator, it will be e to the minus 4 beta a. So transmission coefficient we got this one, let it is equation number 26. From 26, from this equation, it can be perceived that the transmission coefficient is damped off. Damped off means is continuously decreasing. Okay, so this is in this case what we found, that if this is the width, and this width is going to be increased, this width is going to be increased, then the transmission coefficient is going to be decrease, is going to be continuously decreasing. Okay, suppose we are going to consider this much width. For e is less than 0, same case, e is less than 0, and we got the transmission for this much width, we got the transmission coefficient is suppose 2%. If this width will be increased, then t is going to be reduced to 1%. Again further increases, t will be 0.5%, like that. So it is decreases exponentially like this, or you can say damped off. Okay, so with the help of these three videos, part 1, part 2, and this video is part 3 of the rectangular potential barrier having the case E less than V0. Okay, go through these 3 videos and write down the notes or these equations up to 26 carefully, and if you got any doubt anywhere, you can ask me, we are going to be discuss. In the next class, we are going to be discuss case 2 when E greater than V0. This is the same problem, that is rectangular potential barrier the particles are moving from minus infinity along positive x-axis direction, but the case is here E. See, here E kinetic energy is greater than that of the V0. If it is so, then what will be the scenarios or what will be the physical behaviors of the particle in the region 1, 2, 3 that we are going to discuss in our next class. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.